How's it going, everyone? Yes, it's been a couple of months, but we are finally back in full swing with training camp starting for the Packers. There's really been a couple of months of nothing for the Packers. Like OTAs happened, and then there was nothing. Aaron Rodgers, once again, kind of dominated the news cycle, and it was really nice to be on the outside of that and not actually having to worry like, oh gosh, what is he doing now? And all the drama that he kind of comes with. So it's actually a pretty quiet offseason for the Packers. But now with training camp coming into a full swing, we have our first technical drama, but it's really not drama. And that's the fact that Jordan Love will not be reporting or isn't going to be practicing for training camp until he gets a new contract extension, which makes a lot of sense. At first, it was reported that he won't be reporting to training camp, but actually he'll just not be practicing. He's going to be in all the other activities. He showed up to training camp, and he'll be there as a good supporter and also with anything that's not practicing related, which is actually pretty understandable. He's kind of putting pressure on the Packers organization to try and speed this up and get a contract extension done. Especially this feels like it's been taking a long while. I actually thought this would be done before OTAs, and it seemed like it'd be a no-brainer. Like as soon as he's able to get re-signed, he would have been re-signed, but apparently that's not the case. There were some reports that the two sides aren't really close. They can get close really fast, and with this other step, they'll probably want to try to get it done sooner than later, especially with training camp kind of starting, to have Jordan Love be physically able to practice with the team. But all things considered, they kind of called it a holdout. I wouldn't call this a holdout. He's still showing up to training camp. He's participating in everything, just not physically practicing on the field. And like I said, don't blame him. Doesn't want to get hurt before getting that contract extension, especially since there are no pads. And also with this, it doesn't seem like it's causing any type of rift between Jordan Love's camp and the Packers organization. There's no bad blood. There's no animosity coming out. It's just, hey, this is fully understandable by both sides. Even Gutekunst has commented about it, about Love's representation. And Gutekunst has commented on this. And then over here it says, per Gutekunst, Love's representation called the team's brass on Saturday and let them know that Love would not be stepping on the practice field until his extension is finalized. Nice to kind of give a couple of days heads up also on that. The general manager said, we understand where he's coming from. When pressed on the subject, he said, it's not hard to emphasize with Love here, who has anywhere between $250 to $500 million on the line between now and when he signs on the dotted line. If I were in that position, I probably wouldn't risk an injury for the sake of a practice that isn't even fully padded either. So it sounds like Gutekunst fully understands he's not holding a grudge against Jordan Love, kind of probably similar to like when Aaron Rodgers was trying to pull his stunt, trying to get a slight contract extension. And I'm sure Gutekunst had some like grudge against that, but this doesn't seem to be the same case. He understands where Jordan Love's coming from. They both want to get a contract extension done. And it's just a matter of kind of speeding this up so we can get our franchise quarterback onto the practice field and kind of get this done and over with, because really it's been a matter of not will he just win. The Packers will have training camp this entire week, pretty much every day except for Thursday and Friday. So a lot of practices and a lot of training camp battles to kind of keep an eye on and pretty much kind of just ignore the contract extension and just when it happens, we'll get the news and it'll be like, finally, that's done. And we can move on and just really focus on these training camp battles and seeing who's going to compete for some starting positions, because we have a bit of good battles in this training camp this year. But let me know what you think down in the comments. If you liked the video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and as always, go Pack Go.